Hello, everybody. I just want to welcome you to what I have to say. And I understand that hearing things that are uncommon to our paradigm or our way of seeing things can often cause a blockage or a wall to form where we form into cognitive dissonance, which is where all of our views that we've been promulgated through propaganda in school curriculum, we fight for that to be the truth. And those bringers of knowledge, as they were called in ancient Egypt, the Jedi in Egypt was in the council, and they were the Magi, they were the magician. And it's funny, if you look up who the Jedi is in Star Wars, you'll see that it was the person that organized the philosophies, the arts, the politics, everything educational, the medicine field. It was the Jedi. So when we look at Luke Skywalker, really we look at etymology, we look at the words and the meanings, and what Luke Skywalker actually means as a word. Luke is Lucy, is Lucille, is Lucifer, which means bringer of light. Skywalker, Luke Skywalker is the light walking on the sky. It's the sun. It is the divining astral influence, the only electric force. And the moon negates. The moon is the magnetic influence, the mother of astrology, as the sun, Ra, is the positive. Hence why in physics, and even in the study of electricity, anything that radiates, Ra, ray, anything that radiates is only positive energy. You cannot get negative radiating ions. And yeah, so the more we look at things, the more we do see that things are there to be seen. But then you do get people as well in society that say, you can find something in everything. And I only find these comments from people who know nothing at all. When I set a path of passion, ignited with fire, to know the truth and not to fall for all the same things that everyone has fallen for. So, for example, cosmology. I do believe what the Greeks depicted the cosmos to be. I do believe that it is the same cosmology as the Aboriginal Australians, the largest, most ancient civilization still colonized their land. I do believe that it's the same cosmology used in Freemasonry, used in Rome, used in Babylon, used in Mesopotamia, used by the Hopis, used by, without exaggeration, all of the ancient cultures. Where NASA has changed our perception of the stars through Roman priest Copernicus, Father Copernicus. And you believe that the sun is 97 million miles away. Much further than the moon. Whatever they say, we believe. But should we? When all of the sun observatories on the planet, not some, all of the sun observatories on the planet monitoring the sun are owned by one organization, who? The Vatican. And the Vatican is the one that went in and killed all the astrologers and all the herbalists and all of the fighters and warriors for truth. And we want to believe in a Big Bang Theory brought to us by Father George Lemaitre, a Roman Catholic priest appointed by Father Messiah. If you know the history of Messiah and Lemaitre, I will ask you one thing. Just get a photo up if you feel your intuition, or if you have one, when you feel something and you acknowledge it. Get a photo of Father Mercier or Father George Lemaitre, and tell me if you would let these people into your house to teach your children that we came from nothing and we will return to nothing. You wouldn't let these people in your house to tell you these poems, but you do. And it is the creation of Vaticanus, which in Latin means the divining serpent. So what is the divining serpent? In India, they call it the Kundalini, the Conte, which is the Hindu goddess of the feminine. And we say, when someone is making us feel low, we call them a cunt, which is the root chakra, which is the red chakra, which is where the red flows from, which is where the Kundalini serpent, which is a magnetic energy, spirals from the sacral chakra up as the chakras spin anti-clockwise. And this is recorded science. It's been recorded for thousands of years. And in the lab now, they're coming out and saying, so it's true. But what do the Aboriginals of Australia say? The oldest civilization on the land, they say that the rainbow serpent, the rainbow, bottom colours red of the rainbow, top colours the purple, coming from the blue, it's the rainbow serpent, which is the same thing in India. And you think that Rome went in to destroy Egypt? Kemet, the real name Kemet. Egypt is a white man's word. Kemet is what it was truly known as. And that's where chemistry was born from. And the atom, the knowledge of the atom to bring us anatomy, this is where it was born from. It was born from Kemet. And there was a town inside Kemet, and it was El Kemet, which was where alchemy was born from. And the Vatican knows that they knew this. And the Vatican knows that you can look at the sky at night, and you can see the constellation, and you know that it is a molecule in our blood, in our body. Because as above, so below. As Hermes said. Hermes Trismegistus. And we all wonder where that symbol of medicine comes from. You cannot legally sell pharmaceuticals or administer any type of them without the staff of Hermes with the serpents, which is the Kundalini. And you will not rise your consciousness without straying from pharmacy, if we know the word pharmakeia, Latin for witchcraft. Who is the sorcerer? We forgot the sorcerer, but they're still divining the Kundalini, and they're stealing all of your knowledge and giving you curriculum, all published through the United Nations by one company. We have not done our research. Lucifer Publishing Company. And they changed their name to Lucis Trust because there was people asking questions. And what is the Vatican's latest telescope called that monitors the sun? Lucifer. Look it up. So they're telling you now. They're telling you that Lucifer was not a being. It was the light. And they want you to be scared of the light. They want you to be scared of Saturn. You wonder where Satan comes from? The sixth day of the week, the sixth planet from the sun. You need 6 letters to write Saturn. And if you look at it through a telescope, through the same specifications that Galileo had, you will see not a ring around Saturn, you will see the horns of Satan, the horns of Saturn. It appears as horns. And it is not a gas ring, it is the toroidal belt, the aura of the plane, and the effects of the magnetism from the core. Call it an aura, call it an aurora. They really want us to confuse the words and not know what anything is. So what is the Kundalini? And what is the dream time? Because I know one thing for sure, it is that there is nothing that the Aboriginal Australians know that is not true. It is the truth. I abandon all cosmology fields of NASA. It is not cosmology, it is propaganda, and they do not want you to know the truth. So, I would never recommend anybody to go to nasa.gov. And isn't it funny? So many people, most of the world, do not trust the government anymore, but they go to nasa.gov. And the NASA logo is the serpent logo. Even in the 432 AD Bible that was written by the magicians, the astrologers, they wrote into their book of fulfilled prophecies that they shall bring, to beware of the divining serpent. But no one is watching the divining serpent, and the children have fallen from astrology. They are astray from the stars, and this is a sickness. For we come from the stars, and if we don't know the stars, you are merely a child walking the earth without initiation to the higher realm of self, adulthood. We knew the stars, so how do we not know them now? I pose to you that question, and if you want to believe in NASA, bless you, you're allowed to. But you have been deceived. You have been deceived through the guise of NASA. Look it up in a Hebrew dictionary that NASA actually does mean NASA. It is an acronym, but if you don't know the language of the Magi, you won't know magic that is waged against us. NASA means deceive. Beware. Because the world is a beautiful place, and if you believe the sun could explode tomorrow, that all life will be over, just in a simple bang, just because the people who told you we came from a bang, through theoretical speculation, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything, and if you don't seek the truth, you are a guest on the dark earth with no enlightenment.